Hello, family. Dr. Hooten here at Hooten Family Healing Center. So excited this time of year. We start ramping up for our great Bicycle Bonanza. We already have 151 bicycles that have been donated or purchased. So grateful for that. We're going for as many as possible. So last year we hit 554 bicycles that we gave away, and it was such an incredible experience. If you were there, you know what I'm talking about. You see these kids' faces light up when they get to pick out their very own bicycle. For many of them, it will be their first bike, maybe even their only bicycle that they'll get as a child. And I remember my first bike. It's a very liberating feeling when you get on this bike and you start rolling around everywhere, and it's just, you feel powerful and empowered and confident. It's just a very neat thing to see a kid get a bicycle for Christmas. So if you want to be a part of this, we need your help. We need volunteers for that day. You're just having somebody there to hug these kids and give them a high five, and just show them that people like this exist out there really goes a long way to making the world a better place, especially in these kids' lives. If you want to donate some money, obviously that's all going to be tax deductible. Just put on the memo line, or you just keep track of it in your credit card. We can take money here, and I get huge discounts everywhere at all the local Walmarts. We've actually got some through manufacturers, through Mana Worldwide. So your dollar, we make that go a long, long way in purchasing as many bikes as we can. If you want to get some bicycles and bring them up here, that's great. This year it looks like we're going to need more of the little bitties, the little bitty bikes for the 3 and 4 year olds and the 5-year-olds. Some with the training wheels, so you can get a couple of those over at Walmart. Those are always going to be stocked, so if you really just want to go buy one, please do that. Bring it right up here to the office. We'll take good care of it. That's on December 21st. Okay, we're going to do that in the morning. I'm actually going to have an adjusting area there at Warehouse Church, where for those of you that come on Saturdays, you're going to come to Warehouse Church that Saturday morning, get adjusted. We're actually going to bring in food for you. We're going to bring some breakfast food in for you, some delicious, probably some eggs. We're still working on that menu. I may even splurge and bring pancakes in there. I mean, it is Christmas. I mean, how many times does it happen? Now, that leads me into the topic for today, for your health. So yes, the bicycles are a great thing. I want you to come out of the holidays healthier. And I listened to a podcast this morning, and it was about starving cancer. So how many of you like, or how many of you love pancakes and syrup and candy and bagels and donuts? Can I see your hands, please? Or milkshakes, things that are full of sugar. How many of you love those things? Well, cancer does too. Cancer loves all those things. So I would like to see you guys come out of the holiday season where you haven't fed cancer cells or diabetes cells or Alzheimer's cells or any bad kind of cells. If you could come out of this where you haven't totally destroyed your body, you've only 10% of the time put some bad stuff in, well, that 90% is going to pay off going into the next year. Because what's coming up, January 1st, it's everybody's New Year's resolution. Well, I never understood why people would destroy their bodies from Halloween all the way up to New Year's Eve with the idea that they're going to lose all that weight and all that damage over a 3-day period, because most people give up their New Year's resolution on January 3rd. In fact, I remember some random chocolate article where they said that the highest chocolate consumption day after Valentine's Day is January 3rd, when people crash off of their New Year's Eve diet. So wouldn't it make more sense, or their New Year's resolution diet, wouldn't it make more sense to develop a good habit going into the holidays where you had like one meal on Christmas Day? You had one meal on December 21st if you come to the bike rally that we may have pancakes at, where you have one meal on Thanksgiving. And my family is just as guilty. We tend to turn Thanksgiving dinner into a 5-day process, where you're doing leftovers. I have an aunt who is a lemon meringue pie queen. I mean, I could eat the entire pie, and they know it. They bring a whole lemon meringue pie just for me, because on that day I'm going to go to town. So I am human. We actually have these vacation or cheat meals, whatever you want to call it, But 90% or more of the time, we're back on it. We don't do the high sugar diets. We don't do any breads, any carbohydrates. And consequently, because we're 90% good, we stay getting healthier and healthier and stronger instead of getting weaker and weaker. And I promise you, if you do that, you'll appreciate those meals even more. They'll be even tastier. But you just got to be disciplined about it. Now, how do you do that? This is my final point. How do you stay disciplined? How does my household stay as disciplined as we do? Well, it comes down to you taking responsibility for your health. It's a decision, if you will. But if you don't take responsibility for your health and really get real with yourself, taking the action steps isn't going to do it. And I've made that mistake before. I see people make that mistake before where they have an action plan, right? And they'll strategize and they'll put in, I'm going to eat right for 5 days or whatever. But on the inside, they haven't really taken responsibility for their life. And because of that, most of the time, people fall off that wagon. So isn't it worth it? Wouldn't it be worth it now to avoid cancer, to not put on 20 pounds, to feel better next year, to be there for your kids and your grandkids? So take responsibility. That's the first step. Then that responsibility will start spreading into your family. Then you can put in the strategies. This is Dr. Hughes signing off December 21st. Mark your calendar. We love you guys. We'll see you in the office. Have a wonderful holiday season. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, all that good stuff. Merry Thanksgiving, Happy Thanksgiving. Enjoy it. Spread the love, but take care of your body. Talk to you next time.